What's good, everyone? Happy Halloween. This is going to be a timeless reading, but right now it is Halloween while I'm recording this, and tonight we are doing a super spooky pick-a card for what was that supernatural paranormal experience. So if you've ever had a experience that you couldn't quite explain, because normally the supernatural and the paranormal are not really explainable, because it's usually stuff not of this world, but we're going to try to see if we can't get some clarity on what that supernatural or paranormal experience was. Was it a result of spell work? Was it a ghost? Was it sleep paralysis? Was it the aliens? Was it interdimensional beings? What was that supernatural experience? So we're going to try to see if we can't get into it and find out. Not everybody's had supernatural paranormal experiences. This might not be the reading for you, but a lot more people than you think really have had these. I think a lot of people just don't talk about it because they don't want to look or sound crazy. I personally have had a plethora of supernatural experiences that are really hard to explain, very interesting, and I don't always talk about them because I'm sure I sound crazy, but I'm totally okay with that. So, happy Halloween, happy Samhain. We're going to get into it. So today we're going to have 4 piles. Ooh. Our first pile is going to be this Ankh. It's beautiful. Has a little sticker on the back that says Made in Egypt. It's got some hieroglyphs on it, some symbols. The Ankh, pile number 1. Pile number 2 is going to be this turquoise, kind of blue-green scarab. It also has a sticker on it that says Made in Egypt. Might mean something to someone. So pile 2 is the scarab. Pile 3, we have a charm bracelet. This is something very special to me because a friend of mine made this and gave it to me. It is a protective charm bracelet, and it has these charms around it. My friend handmade these himself. They have pinnacles. These are pinnacles. And then hanging down here, we have the unicursal hexagram, a key, charm, it looks like a pearl and tiger's eye, and some rutilated quartz. Very nice. This is pile 3. And for pile 4, we have a protection amulet, which was also made for me by my same friend who made the charm bracelet. So it means a lot to me. It's a nice little protection amulet right here. It's got some black salt and white salt inside it. And it's got some copper wire wrapped around it with a nice little, see, hoop, so you can hang it on something. It's a protection amulet. So that is for pile number 4. So go ahead and pick your pile. Timestamps will be in the description and the comments. And I will see you at your pile. Hi, pile 1. If you picked the Ankh, pile 1, this is your reading. What was that supernatural paranormal experience? We're going to get right into it. Usually I have the cards already, the piles pre-picked. Today we're reading straight off the top. I'm kind of freestyling it. I felt that would be better for these energies. This reading's been kind of pulling at my spirit to do this, and I thought what better day than Halloween, Samhain. So welcome. By the way, in case I didn't introduce myself yet, my name is Julia. And please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to see you here again. And we're going to get right into it. So pile 1, what was that supernatural paranormal experience? Let's see what comes out. Okay. Wonder of the world. We're going to get a few cards. Spirit, show me, what was that supernatural experience for pile 1? Okay. You came out. Let's see what we got here. Wonder of the world. Fertility. Dinner. And shock. Okay, give me just a second to intuit and divine these. Oh boy. Somebody was trying to scare you. Pile 1. Something that happened here. And I believe it was a group effort. With this wonder of the world, and it came out in reverse. I'm being drawn to, at the bottom of this card, there's a group of people. And they have a camera. And they're recording something. And then you have this girl. She's being held by a beast. It's like, you know, Godzilla or King Kong. And he's been broken off his chain. But there's people recording it. Somebody was trying, okay, pile 1. This has something to do with some people who wanted to see you scared. Somebody was trying to scare you. I'm not sure exactly yet what all they did. But in this card of fertility, I'm being drawn to the fact that there's masked figures. There's like, once again, we have a group. We have 3 or 4 people, and they have masks on. They're kind of scary looking masks. And there's this man right here, and he's looking kind of shocked. And there's like, looks like a green dot on his head. It's almost like as if he was a target. And then it looks like right here at the bottom, it almost looks kind of like Stonehenge, and it looks like there's a group around the circle, like maybe for a ritual. I feel like a group of people got together and did something to try to spook you. They might have even been trying to record you. Yeah, that's what I'm being drawn to again. Here we have dinner, and this is from the card from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, would be the movie. And I'm just looking at the deranged look on their faces. And there's a girl, you don't have to be a female watching, but she's alone and she's eating. And she's just like looking around spooked. And then shock. It's like these people were looking for the shock value. They were looking for the shock value. These people wanted to see you scared. It's like there was a group. It could even be, you know, some people in your community. It could be, you know, I hear it a lot in readings. People try to say, oh, this coven is after you. And I try not to use that too much because it makes it sound like all covens are bad. And in reality, they're not. It's just the same as people who like to go to church or a religious group or a spiritual group. Not all covens are bad and not all churches are good. Okay, so, but it's that feeling though of like people who might have been getting together doing some lower vibrational spiritual activities. So if you want to say coven or some kind of group that was doing dealing with some lower energies, that's very much possible here. And then with shock, it's like they were looking for the shock value. You know, like, this is like from the movie, you know, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And I just keep thinking of the scene where she's in the shower. And then, like, you know, she sees, like, the knife and she pulls it back and it's like, ah! Like, it's like this group was trying to scare you. They were doing things to try to scare you. I'm not even sure there was a full supernatural experience happening here. I believe intuitively, I'm hearing for you, pile 1, I'm channeling, you have had supernatural experiences. Very much so you have. very spiritual ones before. You might not share it with everybody. Some of them have, I believe, in your sleep, you connect to a lot of different astral planes. I believe you are very spiritual. But this specific incident that I'm reading on is something more to do with, and I'm not even sure if you're aware of this, there was a group of people who were trying to make it seem like there was some kind of supernatural experience going on because they wanted to scare you. They might have even been recording you. And I know this sounds really odd and a little bit creepy and weird because, like, who does that? It almost feels like the energy, I think this music might be a little loud. I didn't realize I left it playing. I'm going to pause this just for a second and go turn down that music in the background. Give me just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, group one. It was just a little bit loud in the background, and I didn't mean to have the music playing that loud. I hope you're able to hear me. Yes, the feeling I'm getting here is, it's almost like somebody wanted to intimidate you and see you scared. It's like a feeling of almost like they wanted to knock you down a notch. I know this is so weird, but I mean, what am I going to expect? I wouldn't expect anything less out of a supernatural paranormal experience reading. If you hear the dog barking in the background, it is Halloween. Trick-or-treaters are out there, so my bad, my apologies. Yeah, you might have been targeted by a specific group of people who, I don't know if they were intimidated by your presence, by your personality, by your power, by something. And these people wanted to instill fear in you. I feel it's almost like they didn't like something about your power or your fearlessness. And I feel you've had many spiritual experiences. You might not even remember all of them. I think you're a very spiritual person. That's the energy I'm feeling from you. And I think that that spirit within you intimidated some people. And I think they were trying to bring you down a peg. Something was done here. I don't think it worked. Because the first card coming out was in reverse. It's like they wanted something to happen to spook you. And I don't know if you were aware they were watching, or that there was like a group behind it. Or at least I'm not sure if they even ever went through with it, but that was their intention. I think you should know this. There was definitely a group here. And it feels much like they targeted you for some reason. And there's usually a reason people would target somebody. And it's usually if they feel the need to gang up or do something in a group effort. I don't feel it's like they just did it because they thought you were an easy target, but I do believe these people felt it would be easier to scare you than it was. I'm not even sure if they were able to pull their plan off, but it definitely feels like they tried to get together. They might have even, I definitely feel they might have even tried to pull off some kind of spell work or do some kind of ritual, because I keep seeing this group coming together. And then it's almost like they sat back and were watching you. I'm not sure, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it feels like they were covertly watching you, keeping an eye on you to see if it was working, whether it was their spell work or what some kind of like little tricks they had up their sleeve to scare you. I'm not sure, because this will be different for different people, but it might have been doing stuff to your house, maybe waiting till you're asleep or alone and tapping on windows or doors, or leaving spooky stuff at your doorstep, calling you. And I know this sounds strange, but I'm hearing like these really weird like channeled messages right now, so I just have to say it. Almost like somebody maybe even leaving like a speaker. This is so weird. I've never channeled this kind of message before, but leaving like a speaker by your house or by a window or at your house to like play sounds or noises to make it sound like, I don't know if that's supposed to sound like ghosts or like someone's there, or like so it sounds like there's people talking in the background, or to make some kind of sounds of noises so that you'd hear it. It's like they wanted you to think you were going crazy or being haunted or something. And if none of this is resonating, then this isn't your pile. This is very specific. This will not be for a lot of people. But you are definitely, if this is your pile, you are definitely targeted by a group or by people in your community. I don't know if you knew all of them. It doesn't feel like you did know everybody who was involved. But it definitely feels like somebody or a couple of them knew you. And so for some reason, they were intimidated by your power and your presence, or your spirituality, your spiritual strength. Something here made these people want to see you scared. They wanted you to be scared. They wanted that shock value. And somehow it feels like they were watching. I don't know. I don't like to get too much into all the readings where they're like, ooh, they stuck a camera in your house. But I'm going to be all the way real right now. They very well could have. Stranger things have happened in the world. And there's a lot of really weird BS that's been going on these days with a lot of people. And for it to keep coming up in these collective readings, there's some truth about it somewhere for somebody, right? And it, oh, that was strange. Yeah, I think definitely some spell work was done. I just, in my peripheral vision, from behind the camera in the mirror over there in my room, we just had a silhouette go by. So, and that's why before I even started this reading, I just have to tell you, group one, I blessed and dressed a protection candle because I already intuitively knew before I started this reading, I wasn't sure for which pile, but that I would be pulling on some energies that are going to be quite intense. I'm not scared. As I said, I've had more supernatural experiences I know than the average person does ever since I was a child. Kind of comes with some of the spiritual gifts I have. And apparently you do too, because one of the energies just pulled up and walked, like, we're literally across my room. So yes, you have had other spiritual, supernatural, paranormal experiences. Pile one, I believe you have an entity that visits you in your sleep. Right now, it just walked across my room. It was really fast. It wasn't scary. I don't think it's a bad one. I don't like to say good or bad, but we'll say I don't think it has ill intentions for you. I think it's making sure right now that I clarify this. I think it's actually coming through right now because it wants you to be aware of this group energy that has been going on. Okay, and I'm getting a channel message right now. I believe from that same energy. It wants you to be aware. If this hasn't happened to you and you are still here watching, you have a protective energy, whether this is somebody you would consider spirit guide or spirit team who's coming through to let you know this is a possibility for the future. To not be scared. Don't ever be scared. Have no fear. Because it is nothing to fear. It's actually a group of... This is so weird. I'm not going to say that. Okay, I'm going to say it once. A pack of weenies. This is what it is. A pack of weenies. It's like a group of weenies, some punks who are trying to scare you. And if this has already happened, they want you to know that's all it was. Some people who thought they were some Billy badasses, they're really not. And I think somehow they were intimidated by you because your presence has a power to it. And they wanted to scare you. They wanted to bump you down a notch. And if this isn't resonating, this energy is coming through to let you know this is something that could possibly happen in the future. To let you know it's some young punks who really could never step to you. And so they did something to try to scare you because they were trying to bring you down a level, like knock you off your high horse. Even though I really don't think you're on a high horse. I think they're intimidated because they recognize a power in you that's not within them. Very interesting. Pile one, I believe you have a high spiritual calling. Things like this, getting targeted by people who are intimidated by you, kind of often comes with people who have a higher spiritual calling. This is the energy that is coming up today for your supernatural paranormal experience. I feel like this wasn't something that was too supernatural or paranormal, but that you do have a supernatural presence that's around you. It's not a bad one. It's something that actually works with you a lot. whether you're aware of it or not. And it came through to me right now. Actually, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I walked through the side of my room, which was very interesting because it means while I'm doing this reading, I'm having a supernatural experience. Yikes. No, actually, it wasn't an intimidating presence, but it was a powerful one. And it wants you to know, if this hasn't already happened, this is a possibility in the future for you, and to not be scared. It's because somebody's intimidated by your presence. So that is what I have for you, pile 1. Yeah, nice to meet you. It's always good to meet other powerful people. Yeah, my cat just stood up over there in the corner too with her hairs all standing up on her back. Nothing bad. Happy Halloween. Happy Samhain. If you're not watching this during the holiday, welcome. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Julia. Thank you for letting me be your reader today. I'm going to go on and take it to pile 2. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the blue-green scarab, kind of turquoise scarab, I think it looks like it might have some symbols or hieroglyphs on its back. It says it's made in Egypt. I don't know if that's relevant for anyone. But pile 2, this is your reading. What was that supernatural paranormal experience? Happy Halloween. Happy Samhain. If you're not watching this during the holiday, this is when I'm recording it. If my energy's a little low, I literally just got off the plane today. I just flew back from Georgia. I went up there for a wedding. It was really nice. I'm back in Florida. So I'm probably looking a little bit tired because I was on a plane for a bit of the day, and the airports will drain the heck out of you. But I just felt so called to do this reading today. There's no way I could pass it by. Yeah, so please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to see you here again. So let's get right into your reading. What was that supernatural paranormal experience? Okay, Spirit, please come through and show me, what was the supernatural paranormal experience for pile number 2? Very interesting. Okay, we have Earth and Cat, both coming out in reverse. Hold up. I'm going to get a couple more cards, but I don't know if you're aware, it's like somebody wanted to cage you. Somebody wanted to analyze you. You have a spirit guide that stopped it. For some of you, this might be, and it's interesting because we did do the scarab does say made in Egypt. This could be a very powerful spirit guide that was watching over what was going on. They might be from ancient Egypt, like Bastet or Sekhmet. But somebody was aware that somebody was analyzing you, either in your home, or they wanted to keep you caged or imprisoned or stuck in your head. They were doing something. Somebody didn't have some kind of good intention for you. They were obsessed with you. They were watching you. They were studying you. They were analyzing you. We do also have Earth. It's possible this was an Earth sign. It doesn't have to be. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you could be the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's really strange. You have more than just your spirit guide. You have you might even have a cat, a familiar. I'm being drawn to 2 things here, which is really odd. In both of these cards, I'm not even going to pull more cards yet because I'm already pulling up so many messages off these 2. There's like a girl down here, and then there's like this couple up here on this card. That's like they're looking down. That's like this couple, and then they're like over this girl. And then on this one, there's a girl, see, she's like right there, and there's this couple, like a man and a woman in front. I don't know if when you were being analyzed, it's almost like there was 2 people doing it. They might have even been a couple. Seems like they were watching you, possibly analyzing you, but you had one of a very powerful, and I mean very powerful, spirit guide watching over, was watching them watch you. More than that, this is like okay, aside from that spirit guide, I'm looking at this big, overbearing blue being right here that's like overseeing all this that's been going on. I'm almost feeling like this is, and I know this is going to sound weird, but let's remember this is a supernatural paranormal experience reading. This feels like either something alien in nature, or we want to say an interdimensional being, or a very powerful spirit, maybe even like a jinn, an ancient deity, who almost watches you with obsessive eyes. But it's not in a bad way. It's almost like it related. I know this sounds so strange. I'm channeling a lot of this. It's almost like it related to you or connected to you. It's seen everything that was going on. I almost wonder if it's almost like this couple might have summoned, evoked, or petitioned this deity, possibly. But then it came and it's almost like it saw you, and there's almost like a feeling of infatuation. Yeah. It's a feeling like this couple wanted to, they were doing something. I don't know if it was spell work or watching you or analyzing you or studying you, but they did not have good intentions. And I don't know if it was like they were an actual like boyfriend, girlfriend, or if they're just like, that's their like partner in crime, or they're, yeah, like something, or just two friends or family members. But it feels like a male and a female. And it feels like it could even, I guess it could be family of some kind even for some of you. But it feels like they didn't have good intentions for you. They were studying you with bad intentions. And you have a very, very powerful spirit guide that was watching what they were doing to you. And then it's like this other it's weird, I was about to say oversoul. This is really weird. Was somehow brought into this situation, aware of what they were doing to you, but it feels like this being became infatuated with you. Not in a bad way, like it wanted to hurt you. I actually feel like it feels like it was very fond of you. I feel like it actually protected you, just to be honest with you. And I'm being drawn, hold on. I feel like there's an energy that just entered my room, which is why my guides told me, and it's nothing bad, but my guides did tell me before I started this reading to go ahead and bless and dress a candle for protection, because we would be I knew ahead of time I'd be pulling on some really interesting energies, and before I allow them into my space, to make sure I had my wards up. Yeah, I know each one of these piles is going to be very specific, and if this isn't resonating, it might be a different pile. But for who this is for, pile 2, I'm not sure if you're aware that you had some kind of a couple, whether it was just two people, whether they were boyfriend, girlfriend, partners of some kind, crime partners, family, something, but there's two of them, and it feels like they had a relationship of some kind. They were studying you, watching you, analyzing you, trying to either trap you, maybe even imprison you. They did not have good intentions for you. You have a very, very powerful spirit guide. I mean, this being feels ancient. Something to do with felines. You might, like I said, and it was watching them watch you. And in this picture, the feline up here is like hissing. Like it was like your spirit guide was sending these people a caution. Like you'd be wise to back F off this one. But you see how it's like then you see like this cat in a cage. This cat isn't I'm being like intuitively they're showing you this cat isn't the same as the spirit guide. This cat is actually representing you. And there's somebody right here with like a notebook watching the cat. That's like somebody analyzing you, studying you, taking notes. It's like they were analyzing you to like know something about you, but it's like caged. It's like they wanted to find out something about you to keep you caged, locked up, whether it was stuck in your head, something here. It's really interesting. Yeah. Oh, if you guys hear my dog barking in the background, it's the trick-or-treaters. Sorry. Yeah, okay. My guides are telling me to go ahead and pull one more. Off the top, they're telling me. Suspicion. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. This is why. Because these people, one of them was suspicious of you. They were suspicious of you. One of them, maybe it could have been, I know both of them work together, but one of them either had a suspicion about you, or they wanted to make you look suspicious. They wanted to see if you could fit a specific part. Oh, is my battery about to die? Hold on. I think we're okay. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to check in a second. One of them, it feels like, was suspicious about you. And it's like the female here is sleeping. And it's like almost like they would behave different. It's like a lot of people wouldn't expect that of these couples. They put on a different mask in front of people. They act different. They act normal around people, but they do some really suspect type shit that people aren't aware of. Creepy shit. And they were watching you. They were studying you. They were trying to keep you stuck or in a cage. It was they overcrossed some kind of boundary here, spiritually, because your guide, a very powerful one, was watching them watch you and was not okay with it. And I don't know exactly who this I keep wanting to say oversoul is what I'm hearing, is, who somehow got involved into this situation. But it's like, I don't know if it's their guides or they called on a spirit, a deity, a demon, a jinn, something, an alien, an interdimensional being. Somehow something brought this being into play in this. And I think this is a being most people would be absolutely petrified of. And I don't know if this is it's possible they try to, serve you up to some kind of demon or deity, something scary. But it's like this, when it's almost a feeling like when this being saw you, it's like it related to you. I think you're a very old soul. You have very powerful spirit guides. Whatever this couple's intentions was, could never go through. I'm starting to sweat. It's getting hot as heck in here all of a sudden. There was just a big temperature change. My guides are telling me to get ready to cut this one short. It's like pulling on some really interesting energies. Not for you, anything bad, but I feel like there was something that this couple had some kind of really ill, weird intention for you. And it didn't go through. I think you have some very powerful spirit guides still around you, protecting you from these energies. Whatever their plans were for you did not work out. You are safe and protected. I think you still have a very interesting being that it's really hard to classify exactly what it is, but I think it's very fond of you, and I think it's still around you often. I think it protects you. I think if you work on finding a way to communicate with it, it would work with you on a lot of things. It's not something for you to fear, but it's something that if you are ever to see it in its real regular form, you would not be maybe the same for a while. It's something that is probably what most people would find to be petrifying, but it's not bad. It's just how it would appear to you, because certain spirits are really powerful. Oh, I'm starting to get hot. It's getting really intense in here right now. I'm going to probably start turning red and blotchy in a minute. It's like getting really hot in here. Know that you are protected, and you are actually favored by some things. Something that I think was meant to scare you, that might have been sent to scare you, actually ended up becoming very fond of you and is protecting you. Pile 2. It's very interesting reading. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Yeah, I'm almost at a loss for words. I've never channeled any energy quite like that. So pile 2, this was your reading. I'll see you guys in another read. I'm going to take it to pile 3. Hi, pile 3. If you chose this charm bracelet with the pentacles and the charms hanging down here is the universal hexagram, the key. I think that's a pearl, tiger's eye, and rutilated quartz charm bracelet. Pile 3, this is your reading. What was that supernatural paranormal experience? My name is Julia, in case I haven't introduced myself yet. We're going to get right into this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to see you here again. So, pile 3, what was that supernatural experience? Oh, interesting. Quite a few wanted to come out. I feel like you've had quite a few paranormal experiences here, pile 3, but we're going to get into the first one that comes up. Okay, let me start intuiting this message. 1 second. There was witchcraft involved. I don't know if you're aware, pile 3, but yeah. Right here with flight, it came out in reverse. I'm being drawn to the goat, and there's like 3 witches up here. This is in reverse. I feel definitely there was some black magic done here. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. You might be, you might not be. Here, I'm being it says midnight, but Spirit is highlighting to me there's a couple here, and then this is from the movie Gremlin, and now I'm hearing Super Gremlin by Kodak Black. That song might have some importance to you. You might want to go listen to it, or the lyrics, but there's like a gremlin that came between some kind of, whether this is a couple or friends, but it feels like there was a lead gremlin, somebody who wanted to come between some kind of friendship or partnership, and there was other gremlins involved. So there was one lead person and other people involved. Somebody was trying to come between some kind of a friendship, a partnership. Yeah, we could have been superstars. I can't remember all the lyrics right now, but it feels like there was a hater. Feels like this person might have tried to do some kind of black magic. There was a lot of trickery going on here. I don't know if this means anything to you. I'm being drawn to this little, like, I don't know if this is like an origami boat. Something about water. They might have been trying to call in a storm. But this person had a mask on. This person's a clown. This person wanted to scare you. This person wanted you to be in fear. This person was intimidated by your attractiveness. This person had other people watching you. This person was bad talking you to the community. This person was saying bad things about you, maybe even that you were a witch. And if you are, welcome. All are welcome here. Let me be your favorite witch. Shoot. Yes, I feel, whether you're a male or a female, I feel there's something about you that's very attractive. There's some, or alluring. There's almost like maybe an air of even mystery to you. Somebody was watching you with a spiteful, hateful eye. They didn't like the attention that was being drawn to you. They didn't like the way you draw in attention. They didn't like your magnetism. This person wanted people to treat you like an animal. This person did some kind of energy work. Oops, that was very negative, very dark. Because they wanted to come between you and someone else. It could even just be you and the community. They had people watching you. They were mocking you. They were laughing at you. And it's like this on this clock for midnight. I'm there. My guides are showing me how the arrow is coming. The 1 and the 2. How it's coming between them. Just like here, how there's something between them. They wanted you to make sure they were like trying to single you out to make sure you had nobody. They wanted to make sure, it's almost like they wanted to make sure you didn't partner up with somebody. They were so, and for it to be Gremlin in that song, it's like he's talking about somebody who like used to be his friend, right? He's like, we could have had it all. Now it's not safe for you. You switched like a pussy little bitch. Sorry, pardon my French, but it feels like the person who did this is somebody you knew. It's like this person like acted like they were disgusted by you, but in reality they were intimidated. They were taken aback. They didn't like the attention you got. They didn't like the attention you received. Feels like they did some kind of energy work on you. If you were having any paranormal experiences, it might have been a result of that. You might want to do some protection and cord cutting. Usually for people who do have a high magnetism like that, it's because they do, a lot of times that is somebody who has a high spiritual energy. And that it's like, you don't even have to be the conventional type of attraction, like have that conventional kind of attractiveness. You now my words forget. Ooh, they don't want me to speak. They might have done something to silence you so that you couldn't speak about this. So be aware of that. You might want to do some kind of a protection or a road opening ritual or a blockbuster ritual if you don't believe in doing those kind of things. Just a simple prayer to, your guides or to God, the universe, the angels, to help remove any blockages or barriers that are holding you back, and to remove any negative energies that might have been that somebody might have tried to speak over your life or over you. But it's a lot of trickster energy. It's not so much stuff to be scared of. It's more like somebody was so intimidated by you, so scared of you, so it's like appalled by the way you have a certain allure that they tried to do something. I almost even wonder if they did some kind of glamour magic, something to try to make you be seen as ugly or to affect your looks. They wanted you to be scared. This person tried to scare you. This person's scared of the freaking self. Like, this person can't look themselves in the mirror. They wanted people to look at you like you were some kind of freak show. All while they were hiding behind a mask. It was them doing all these lower vibrational activities. This person isn't good at what they do. Their magic wasn't even strong. I mean, it came out in reverse. Lets me know they tried to do, it's like they tried to hex you or do something to affect your looks so that nobody would talk to you, that people would look at you in disgust because they were jealous. They wanted to scare you. They wanted you to be scared. They wanted you to not come around anymore. It's like I almost feel like maybe this person might have even had a crush on somebody who liked you, or had a crush on you and you weren't giving them any attention. So they wanted other people to make sure that other people wouldn't like you or talk to you. They did something to try to make you look bad or crazy or evil or weird. And I feel like they went as far as doing some kind of energy work, spell work. That's what I have for you, pile 3. Yeah, it came out in reverse. It didn't work. Fire is the card that came out. Fire is creation energy. Whatever their fire went out. Whatever they tried to do really didn't work. I feel you are more powerful than this person. I feel whether you practice any kind of spiritual, if you're involved in any spiritual practices or not, you're way more powerful than whoever this was. I think if you were to, whether you do believe in doing any kind of energy work or not, I'm just going to say if you were to do a return to sender, I think it would knock them off their feet. I think you're so much more powerful of a being spiritually than whoever this is, that even, okay, if you don't believe in doing any kind of spell work, if you just simply say a prayer to God and ask them to remove any negative blockages and energies and to send it back to where it came from, don't be surprised if you start seeing some people around you go through some bad karma. And I don't think these people are necessarily even around you anymore. You might not have even talked to some of them in a while, but I think they still watch you. I think they're really like, almost like, not infatuated, but like a little bit. Like, they're like, it's almost like they don't know what to think of you. Like, they're like, I don't think they've ever really come across someone like you before. I think it's really almost like they're a little bit amazed. Like, they don't even know what to make of it. Like, they're kind of like shocked, like, so they're like, huh? Oh my God. Like, all that, you know, shit talking, spell work, and this person's okay, huh? You know, like, they're kind of like dumbfounded. But they're just a bunch of little gremlins. They're nothing to worry about. You can send that shit right back to them, and I think it would hit them so much harder than than the effect it had on you. I feel you have had other spiritual and paranormal experiences, but for whatever reason, whether it's my guides or yours, this is the one that they wanted me to relate this to you about this specific incident right now. I don't feel you're in any kind of danger or anything. I think this was some really actually weak, that really didn't have an effect. I think if anything, you might have started noticing some weird things going on around you or notice people treating you differently, but there's really nothing to fear. You could send that shit back and it would knock these people's fucking wig off. Okay, so this is what I have for you right now, pile 3. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to see you here again. My name is Julia. Thank you for letting me be your reader today. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the protection amulet, right here, the little glass amulet, and it's got black and white salt in it. It's got copper wire around it. It's a nice little charm. You could hang it from a necklace or onto something. The protection amulet, pile 4. This is your reading. What was that supernatural paranormal experience? We're going to get right into it, pile 4. By the way, if I haven't introduced myself yet, my name is Julia. Welcome. Please like and subscribe. I'd love to see you here again. So let's get right into it. All right, Spirit, what was that supernatural paranormal experiment? That's strange for that to come out. You might have been experimented on. Wow. Wow. Okay, Spirit, what was that paranormal supernatural experience for pile number 4? Okay, and the way that came out. Let's see. Ooh. We have twins and dance in reverse. Ooh, I'm already getting some interesting messages. I feel like we need to get one more card. Hold on, Holy Spirit. There it is. Woods. Oh, I'm getting chills. Something weird happened here. Okay, so first of all, with twins, this... there doesn't have to be. There could be a Gemini involved, because it does say twins. You could be the Gemini. Could be a Gemini involved. Just had to put that out there. Now, that aside, it could be 2 siblings involved. It could be one of your siblings involved also. I don't like going into this topic all the time, or at least not for this kind of reading, but could have something to do with a twin flame. or a spiritual spouse, a soulmate. I'm noticing the two people up here, even though they're both females, it could be you and your twin. And then it's like there's an angry individual right here. She's holding a knife like, ah. Somebody upset about, oh God, I'm just seeing something else on here. It's like a little kid rolling away. Somebody else in shock. Somebody was trying to drive something between you and someone else, possibly. We have dance in reverse. Somebody wanted you to be in fear. They wanted you to no. That's Carrie. This is from the movie Carrie. Somebody's intimidated by your spirituality, by your power, by your gifts. You probably do have a spiritual partner, a very high level soulmate, twin flame, something. Somebody, which means that you have psychic gifts, maybe even telepathy. You're probably highly intuitive, psychic, maybe even mediumship abilities. And it's almost like somebody was, and they were intimidated by you. They didn't like that. They wanted you to be looked at like you were crazy or scary or a freak. Somebody didn't like that you were so spiritual. This person wanted to attack you for your gifts, for your spirituality. This person, oh God. They might have even been telling people you're a witch, and you might be a witch, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they were saying it to a crowd of people to make you sound bad or crazy. I think this person might have even tried to do witchcraft on you while saying you're a witch, while hiding their hand, hiding their face, hiding behind something. Like, it's like they tried to throw witchcraft on you so that bad paranormal experiences would happen to you or around you. And then, but they're the ones who threw that energy at you, and then they were standing back and watching and like telling other people, like, look, they're crazy. But they were the ones egging you on. They might have even been recording you. It's like they wanted to see you wig out and go crazy. They did something to you to get a reaction out of you, and then they were watching, maybe even recording and telling other people, look, she's crazy. Just like in the movie Carrie, you know, like, they're all gonna laugh at you, they're all gonna laugh at you. Because she showed up to the dance, remember? She looked good, she looked beautiful, and she was having this, finally got to go out and do something, and they did something to humiliate her in front of everybody. Somebody had it out for you. I feel it might even be because you have a soulmate, that's possible, or maybe this person or you are a Gemini. And this person did something to try to humiliate you. They even, I think, wanted you to be scared. They might have done spell work on you. There could have been paranormal things going on around you. Some of it was real paranormal stuff actually happening, I'm hearing. And others of it was man-made. Things, little tricks that this person or people were doing to try to scare you or make you think they wanted you to think you were going crazy. They wanted you to doubt your gifts. They were intimidated by your gifts. They were jealous of your gifts. I think they called you all kinds of names. I'm hearing smear campaign. They did all kinds of things. And I think what happened, because you are so spiritual, oh my God, because you are so spiritual, when they did this, it actually incited paranormal experiences to really start happening, and it started to freak them out. Just like in the movie, The Blair Witch. That's what this card's about. How they're out in the woods because they're trying to like catch or film the witch. And then they got what they went looking for. Right? Didn't they end up getting scared? They ended up being the ones on film getting scared. These people, somebody or even a group of somebodies did something to try to humiliate you. Somebody was really jealous of your spirituality, your power, your gifts. They wanted you to look crazy, and they wanted you to think you were crazy. They did something. And I feel like they were watching or even possibly recording. Because they wanted, it's almost like they might have even wanted to humiliate you and put it on display for other people to see and think you were crazy. They're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you is what I'm hearing. But they want you to seem like a psycho. Red rum, red rum. They looked at you with disgust. They looked at you like a fucking freak show. Pardon my French. And they treated you that way. Whether you're aware of this or not, I think a lot of this was going on behind your back. But you probably sensed it. And them doing this because of how powerful and highly spiritual you actually are incited some real paranormal experiences. And I think it spooked the fuck out of these people. They might have even caught some of the real paranormal experiences on camera and were like, what the? I think these people stopped effing with you. I think they realized that they ended up hanging themselves. So it's like they set a trap for you and ended up hanging themselves. And I think it's like they wanted you to look like a freak show and they ended up getting some kind of freak show. And now I think you have people who are scared of you now. Because I think they tried to do something to you and it backfired in their face so effing bad because of how highly spiritual you are, that something paranormal really did happen. Whether it was, it's not like you consciously made it happen, like, okay, boom, show a spirit to them or something. But something happened that was unexplainable that they've never seen before. And it scared the shit out of them. I don't think these people are with you anymore. I think they still kind of watch you in like shock or awe, like they're not sure what to make of it. I think some of them are scared to approach you because they don't even know how to put into words what actually happened. Like how did this happen? I don't think they even know what to call it. I think they need to come to a reading like this because they're like, what was that paranormal experience? But these people were stupid. Like they were intimidated. They are not spiritually evolved. They don't know what to do when they come across a being like you. And it was just like, there was just like this envy or jealousy of your energy, of your presence. And somebody out of pure jealousy or hatred, whether it was just because of your spiritual energy or because of you have a spiritual partnership that somebody was angry about, they tried to do something like very freak show to intimidate you. They might have even tried to do, been recording to watch you freak out or think you're going crazy, and it backfired on them. And I feel like they've now had a supernatural paranormal experience that freaked them out, might have even scared them straight. I don't think these people are going to mess with you again. I think you've probably had a series of your own spiritual experiences and paranormal experiences, but right now this is what your guides have brought to my guides to bring to your attention that we're reading about. In case you didn't know, if you were aware for a while or you felt like people were, whether watching you or trying to mess with you, or you could just like, even when people gossip about you, you don't even have to go around them. You'll start feeling it in your energy, like something's off. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like you highly sensitive people and highly spiritual people, you just sense it. You just know, like I can tell like something's off with this crowd, right? Well, I think what you might not be aware of is these people had some kind of spooky, paranormal, supernatural experience for fucking with you. And it scared the shit out of them. And that's what Spirit's wanting me to bring to your attention. Your energy is strong enough that when these people fucked with you, it gave them a paranormal, supernatural experience that they can't explain. I don't think they fully understood what happened. I think it scared the shit out of them, honestly. And now I think they're like not really sure. It's almost like they're not really sure what you are or what happened. Know that you really have nothing to worry about with these people. I think they're more like in a state of shock of like, and confusion of like, I don't even fully understand how that happened or what exactly happened here. But it's like, I think it made them rethink their whole look on spirituality in their lives. Because because you got some powerful energy around you and in you. That's what I have for you today, pile 4. Yeah, just know that your energy is strong and powerful enough that somebody tried to do something with you and humiliate you, and it ended up causing a paranormal experience for them. That this person is now really confused. It might have even, they wanted you to look crazy and think you were going crazy, and now this person thinks they're going crazy, and might have even, I'm hearing somebody might have even had to go get off psych meds because they really, now they think they're crazy. It like totally backfired in their face. It's wild. But that's all I have for you today, pile 4. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to see you here again. Bravo. Thank you for coming by. I'll see you in another reading. Hi, if you're still here, this is a bonus pile. I was getting ready to close out this reading and my guides instructed me to do a bonus pile. So we're going to go ahead and do it. So for, I guess we call this a bonus pile, pile 5. Whoever's here, welcome. My name is Julia. I am your reader today. We're doing a bonus pile for what was that supernatural paranormal experience. It is Halloween. Happy Samhain. We're going to get it right into it then, see what spirit wants to come out, because my guides told me to do another pile, so we're going to do it. So, for the bonus pile, here we go. Spirit, show me what we need to see. What was that supernatural paranormal experience? Okay, let's start off right there then. Something about lies. Lies. The call. Family. And celebration. This is interesting. What? Give me a second. Let me see what we got going on here. There's some people who are watching you in disbelief. There was some lies spread about you. Or something that's been proven to be lies. I'm noticing there's also a lot of signs here. Conform, submit, buy, watch TV. Propaganda. This is strange. This is strange energy, but I guess it needs to come out. It feels like something was being presented about you to community. It's almost like somebody wanted to present some kind of lie about you to societies, secret society. A community, a group? There was something that was presented about you to some kind of a society or a group. Maybe even your community, and it was lies. Or it's been proven to be lies. And now there's people who are watching you in disbelief. They're like zombies. They're looking like they can't believe it. It was lies. We have the call, and it is in reverse. These people were watching you. Somebody was trying to scare you, or they were saying something was said about you, and people were sitting back watching you because of this lie that was spread about you. I'm not even sure if this is a full supernatural paranormal experience, but this is something that needed to come out. So for whoever's here for the bonus pile, this is your message. They wanted to scare you while you were being watched. They were doing this to you because of a lie that was presented to some kind of community or society about you. These people wanted to watch you burn. Somebody was angry with you. It feels like a deranged female. She was angry with you about something. She wanted to make a spectacle out of you. And so she presented lies to some kind of group or society or community and had everybody watch. These people were watching you. They wanted to scare you. They were doing something to you. It almost feels like targeting, because they wanted to punish or humiliate you. But this all stems from one deranged person, and it feels like it was a female who wanted to punish and humiliate you. So she went and presented these lies to some kind of community or society or group about you that had these people watching you, and I feel like almost participating with trying to scare you. This could have been something that happened near a holiday. We have family and celebration coming out together. It's like they wanted almost like to ruin a holiday? What? I'm hearing high society. I don't know what that's about. Maybe the society is, there are people who are high society. I don't know how these people were watching you, but it's like they were almost watching you like a freak show. I'm hearing almost like how people watch on, this is really eerie, the show like Big Brother or Survivor Island, or you know what I mean? Like one of those like reality shows. It's like, I don't know if you knew that this like group was like almost like targeting you or watching you, but the reason they were doing this or participating in this is because there was this like deranged individual, and it feels like it was a female who hated you or was mad at you, and she wanted to humiliate and punish you. So she presented some lies to some group or society about you. So it's almost like they targeted you and were watching you to try to humiliate and punish you. This female didn't want you to have a reason to celebrate. They wanted you to be victimized. They wanted your life to be like, they wanted to watch, it's like they wanted to watch you burn. They wanted you, that's what it is. They were trying to watch you suffer. They were trying to make you suffer. They were doing things to make your life harder, whether you're aware of this or not. So maybe that's where high society came in. There might have been people who are in a place of power who had the means to do stuff to make your life harder so that you would suffer. And I don't know how they were watching, sitting back and watching this, or maybe they were just aware that this was happening to you, or was actually watching you somehow. Like, because I keep getting that energy of like some kind of reality show. But it's like they were like entertained by watching you suffer. But the reason they were okay with targeting you like this is because of some kind of lies that some deranged individual, and I really feel, because I'm being drawn to this female who's like mad and deranged. She had it out for you, or maybe it wasn't a she, but this person had it out for you. So they wanted to humiliate you. It's like it was like they were trying to punish you. And now I'm being drawn to this house up here in the corner. They might have done something to your house or been watching your house. Your house might have been being watched, or you might have been being watched in your house. They wanted to do things to make you suffer. I'm being drawn now in this picture to this card to the car that's up in smoke. They might have done things to your car. They might have done things to your house. They were watching you, maybe even from in your car and in your house. And they were doing things to make you suffer. You were targeted. Maybe like, they say like targeted individuals. But this is all because of some deranged person who had it out for you. And so she went and, I keep saying she, it's probably a female for me to keep saying she. Doesn't have to be, but it really feels like it. So like a mad woman. Somebody who's really, this person's like one flew over the fucking cuckoo's nest, pardon my French. And whatever lies she went and told this group or society, they conformed. They went along with it. They bought it. And so they all were okay with this targeting you, trying to scare you, humiliate you, punish you. But with celebration coming out in reverse, something backfired. It came out. Something came out. Somehow it got brought to their people's attention that this was a lie, that this person was deranged. I think these people are in shock of somehow, like, it feels like there was some kind of messy situation here. Really messy. It feels like it was impossible to get out of because there were some powerful people or people in a high rank or a large group that were all involved, and somehow, like the celebration in reverse, it's like it turned out, it's like you got out of this. This person, this deranged person, had no reason to celebrate, and it sent them even crazier. It's like their dismay, their hatred, it's like this person had like this, almost it feels like a vendetta or an obsession for you and a hatred for you. It's like they hated you. There was passion behind this. It backfired in this person's face and sent them even crazier. This person's even crazier and more deranged than before. People are staying away from this person now. I feel like this person's life is falling apart. It's like they wanted to watch your whole life go up in flames, and now this person's life has gone up in flames, whether you're aware of this or not. This reading won't be for everyone. Not everyone's had paranormal or supernatural experiences. A lot of people have, and they don't talk about it because they don't want to look crazy. But for whatever reason, some paranormal things did happen here because people are wondering how the hell you got out of this. You escaped untouched. I think that things were probably tougher for you in your life for a while because there were some powerful people involved in whatever this group, community, or society was that were actually playing a part in, it feels like, making things harder for you, and that you were being watched, whether you were aware of this or not. And now these people, I feel like, still kind of watch you, like they're like in a shock or awe, like zombies. Like they don't know how you pulled it off, that somehow it got brought to their attention that it was lies and that none of this affected you and you walked out of this. You made it out of this, and I think that sent that one deranged individual even more crazier. And now these people are watching like no one's ever like walked out of one of these situations like that. Like you're free to go is what it feels like. Oh, what a weird reading. I had to go ahead and light a protection candle. I blessed it and dressed it and lit one before I did this reading because my guides told me to, because I'd be pulling on some really interesting, strange energies. And yeah, I was kind of hoping to get some more like alien interdimensional beings come through because I'm a weirdo. But this is what came through. So if you made it to the bonus pile, this is what Spirit wanted you to know. I hope this helps. If you weren't aware that this has happened or went on, now you are. See you guys in another reading. Happy Halloween.